Welcome back to Indianapolis Colts Syndicate. We have an update on the Jonathan Taylor situation. This situation just keeps on going. We're going to keep on monitoring this situation as it goes on day after day. This all started a few days ago with Jim Irsay talking about running backs. And with the Jonathan Taylor situation, it sure seemed like he was talking about his own running back in that. And then Jonathan Taylor's agent had his response. In the days that followed, Jim Irsay tried to clarify his statements, but JT's agent keeps stirring the pot with different likes about trading JT or him going somewhere else next year. And then we had the old tweets resurface from Malkai Kawa. We talked about those last night. If you haven't seen that video, go see that video. Go see the old tweets that resurfaced, added an extra layer into this situation. But now we have Stephen Holder, who works for Bleacher Report, and for years he covered the Colts. This year he's moving to the Bengals, but with ESPN he still does some Colts news. And if you follow him on Twitter, he'll still talk about the Colts on Twitter. So he's still involved enough to know what he's talking about, okay? So Stephen Holder on Twitter, 8:52 p.m., July 28th, he said, "I'm not predicting that Jonathan Taylor will be traded, but I'm also telling you that things between him and the Colts seem to be unraveling and that everything is on the table right now." The fact that everything is on the table right now is scary, right? Jonathan Taylor is the best running back we've had since Edgerrin James, okay? Joseph Addai was pretty good. We won a Super Bowl with him as a rookie. Whatever. We were going to win a Super Bowl with most running backs we had that season. Jonathan Taylor is a generational talent. He's one of the best running backs in the league. How can we not get this fixed? There has to be a way. I mean, before what's happened this week happened, maybe there was a way. It seems like it's probably pretty impossible now, which is tough to deal with. As a Colts fan, I really wanted to see Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor play next to each other. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor's going to play for us at all this year. The way things are going, why would he play on $4.3 million with no guarantee of anything afterwards? Now, one of the replies in the Stephen Holder tweet was interesting, and it got a reply from Stephen Holder himself. The reply said, "I highly doubt the relationship is as bad off as all this stuff is saying. Ballard has a pretty good rep around the league and takes care of his own, but if it's truly that bad, you got to trade him. Can't lose that talent for nothing." Stephen Holder, very simple reply, said, "It's much worse than you think." And again, Stephen Holder, he knows what's going on. Like, if he has inside information, I trust it. He's just one of those sources. If he says something, it means something. And so the relationship just feels like it's probably irreparable at this point. I don't know what course of act. Like, at this point, it feels like you would have to throw a ridiculous amount of money for what running backs are getting paid. You'd have to throw a ridiculous amount of money at Jonathan Taylor to get him to stick, like 20 plus million. And there's not enough value in his pass blocking and him as a receiver to warrant that kind of money. Christian McCaffrey's not. Like, I'm sorry, you can't pay Jonathan Taylor that much. I think you could give him the biggest contract in the league because that's how contracts work in the NFL with elite level talent. But you can't overpay him just because you messed up a situation. And now we've gotten ourselves in this situation that, again, seems irreparable. I'd love to know what you think about this situation. How do you think all this ends? What do you think is next? Do you think JT's going to demand a trade? Do you think we're just going to trade him? We drafted a rookie this year. Maybe they expected this to happen, right? So you let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and keep notifications on to keep getting updated on this and everything else related to the Colts. I'll see you for the next video.